Hey guys, it's Mr. Rowan again. We are going to look at an example trig problem where we're going to just be finding some side lengths, and I'm also going to show you how to use your calculator commands. So it asks you to find the length of t and r. So first, we're only given one angle, and technically we would have enough information to find the third angle. The third angle would just be 90 plus 36, and then you subtract that from 180. You could get the third angle, but let's just use 36 as our reference angle and we'll label it. So we have our t as our opposite, r is our hypotenuse, and then 4 is our adjacent. So there's always a number of ways that we can set up our ratios, but the one thing that we do know is that we're going to have to use our constant in one of those. So let's start with doing t. So the tangent of 36, we know that tangent is opposite over adjacent. So in this case that would be t over 4. So tangent of 36 equals t over 4. And now you may be wondering, all right, Mr. Round, what do I do with this? And it turns out that tangent is actually just a number. So what we're going to do is we'll cross multiply. So 1 times t is t, and then 4 times the tangent of 36. We can actually just plug this into our calculator. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that your calculator is in degree mode. So if you click on mode, that's this button right here. And then you go down to where it says radian/degrees. And you'll see that in this case, it is already in degree mode. So yeah, if you look at the buttons here, this you'd have to press in order to change the mode. So now what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the tangent. So there's actually a tangent button. So since we're doing 4 times the tangent of 36, we'll just do 4. And then we click on the tan button, and then we put in 36. And it's always a good idea to remember to close your parentheses. So that gives us this value. 4 times the tan of 36 is 2.906. So that is the value of t. Not too difficult. So t, we would say, is equal to 2.906. And that seems right because it looks like it's a little bit shorter than 4. So that seems like passing the visual test, that seems pretty accurate. So now let's see what we can do to solve for r. Okay, in this case, we're not going to use t because it's always better to use our integers. Even though we have an approximation for t, we could use it, but it's better to use the values that are given to us. So we'll use 4 and r in this case. So you have to decide, do we use so, ka, or toa? Well, let's look. So we've got an adjacent side and a hypotenuse. So that tells me that we're going to use cosine. So cosine of 36 equals 4 over r. And we're always going to put a cosine over 36 over 1, so that way we can cross multiply. So in this case, we say 4. I know it kind of looks like 21, but it's 4. So 4 equals r cosine of 36. And since that cosine of 36 is just a constant, what we're going to do is we're just going to divide both sides by cosine of 36. So r equals 4 divided by cosine of 36. And watch, we can just put this into our calculator. 4 divided by, and then the cosine button is right here. 4 divided by cosine of 36. and we get 4.95.